We break it all down. The Vault Studio, the best show in town. Let's show in town. Let's show in town. Lights on, mic check. Game time, let's go. Jay George, Scotty running the show. Rock on the mix, keeping it tight. NFL talk every day, every night.
Ever heard of the Super Bowl champions, the Eagles from Philadelphia? I went there once. Hi, Jalen Hurts so yummy, it should be illegal. So I say, go birds and fly, Eagles fly. Go, go like an eagle, fly, fly like a man. Throw, throw like a monster, as hard as you can. Devontae Smith has my heart and a romance can start. Tonight.
This is so good. We do a mic check before the show as well.
Yeah, I know.
All right, we're back. All right.
Daryl, we're back. Can you hear us?
Thanks, Deej.
Thanks,
Give
DJ.
give us a thumbs up if you can hear us.
Sorry, StreamYard does this thing where it loves to just change the audio out of nowhere. And I prefer it when it's on a live show, so then we know.
That's true.
When it's on a podcast, record the entire podcast an hour and 20 minutes, and then
it gets
realize it's not there. It's way worse, which happens more often than I choose to accept. Get on our social medias. Shout out to the Sporting Globe, Chirnside Park, our magnificent sponsors. If you want to go in the running to win a signed Devonta Adams mini helmet or a signed Dante Culpepper football, download the Sporting Globe app, go to your account information, sponsorship, and change your team to the Vault Studio NFL podcast and go and spend away. For every $1 you spend, you get 25. For every $25, you get $1 back in credit to spend. It's just an unreal deal. Specials every day. I think it's a $25 voucher on your birthday to go and have a meal.
Shit.
Well worth it.
Like $18 Palmer nights, and I said I've been to a couple of pubs lately for meals, and Sporting Globe is it's much better. It's so much better.
Yep.
And a better atmosphere. So shout out to Dave and Eloise down at Chirnside Park Sporting Globe. Please get on there. Please sign up. Go in the running, not only to go in the running to win a prize, but to help out us and the Sporting Globe. So it'd be awesome.
Bang.
Should we go? First game, Thursday night football. We did not think this was going to be the game that it was, but
Shootout.
The Bengals get the dub 33-31 over the Pittsburgh Steelers. The battle of the
The old man bowl. I love it.
The stuff that's come out after this, and I think Tommy's got a bit of a segment he wants to do at the end of this, where he's going to run through some things from the year they came into the NFL, 2009, which is
That's crazy,
it's
man.
very funny. They've been playing a long time, and it's not that unusual. It's unusual for a player to play that long, but quarterbacks do play a lot longer. But the fact that two of them are starting a game against each other
In division as well.
and they're on like the Bengals and the Steelers, I reckon 10 years ago you would have never predicted that.
No
Um,
chance.
But Flacco just continues to be a thorn in the side of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is why Tomlin was upset that he got traded to him. So
He was pissed off about it.
Yeah.
Because he knows he plays his best when he comes up against these guys.
it's definitely come across as tongue in cheek from Tomlin, but he was genuinely pissed off that he has to play Flacco again as a divisional opponent. So, and Flacco was pretty clean for
And with
most of
good
the night.
mate, exactly. With good reason he's upset. He was dealing.
yeah.
He was dealing on.
Well,
Friday
he was
morning
only dealing
outside.
to one person.
Mate, it
So-
doesn't matter.
Nah, Higgins was pretty good too in this game, I think.
Yeah, Higgins was good. That one catch where it was tipped at the line and then Higgins like leant
Oh,
forward.
yeah.
That was the clutch, completion to set up a third and short to score on. So
Absolutely. And Jamar Chase had 16 catches on 23 targets.
you got Jamar
Um,
Chase for fantasy. You pretty much won the week already.
Yeah, pretty
It's a
much.
good feeling.
Had a touchdown. He also dropped a touchdown, and then the very next play caught another touchdown. Just like, I wish we could
right.
get back to him.
Yeah.
Flacco was literally, I feel like he was like, if they're in the area of the ball, I'm just going to throw it. Like, what have I got to lose?
Do you reckon Flacco's regretted his whole career up until this point where he's like, I wish I just had a number one receiver?
That's what I was going to say. I reckon these are the best two receivers Flacco's had his whole
Yeah.
career.
Without a doubt, it's the best. It's definitely the best receiver he's ever had. with
Yeah, well,
Chase.
did he have Anquan Bolden at
He had
Uh,
Anquan Bolden. Torrey Smith had some good years at the Ravens,
Yeah.
but there was never like Anquan Bolden was like twilight.
It
not,
was
not
twilight.
quite his career over. Like he had
Yeah.
I think he had a couple of thousand.
Yeah,
yards.
he always had like washed not
Yeah.
washed receivers,
Like
but
at the
guys.
very end.
Yeah,
You
This
still
is
have
peak of
watched
his
receivers.
powers. Jamar Chase, easily the best receiver in the league. Like he's never had anyone of this caliber. No way.
Oh God, no.
No, I don't think so. Like, he had Steve Smith for his last year, had a 1,000-yard season from Steve Smith
Yeah,
as well.
and his
Like, oh
last
no,
year.
that might have been Lamar actually with Steve Smith.
Oh, maybe yeah.
Yeah,
Flacco might have been gone by that point.
yeah, maybe.
So anyway, he's quickly learned. I'll just get the ball to Jamar Chase, and good
Hey.
things are going to happen.
And maybe Burrow's not that good. Maybe I'm just throwing it out there because
he looked like he was
game and
sucking
half
on
we
a
saw out of
lemon
Burrow
though,
was a
Joe
bit average.
Burrows.
Joe Burrow looks like a bitter man on the sideline.
He
Now,
didn't look happy, did he?
would
His
you be
hat
happy?
backwards.
I don't know. I wouldn't be happy if I was him. He's like take away the on. I don't think he's upset that Flacco's playing well because we all know as soon as Burrow's healthy that he's back in the lineup immediately.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe his Batmobile got knocked back again.
His Batmobile, yeah, he can't get his Batmobile registered.
That's
I think the biggest thing with this game was Rodgers and Flacco both played outstanding, and they both teams ran the ball well.
Yep.
Both teams at times played really good defense and made good plays. It was just a really entertaining, good game of football with two teams playing really hard, and the Bengals desperately needed. I think we said this on the podcast. That
Yep.
I had a feeling the Bengals would win.
I thought they were going to win. Yeah,
And division games, you can never write them off. And they're now a game behind Pittsburgh. Like Flacco, yes, he's not going to play like this
half
every
a
week.
game behind Pittsburgh.
Half a game behind Pittsburgh, sorry. And yeah, he's not going to play like this every week, I don't think. But it gives you hope that maybe they can just scrape a few wins together and be in a position where, all right, now we've got to start thinking we need to get Burrow back this season because
Sure.
we may have a chance to keep the season alive.
Yeah,
And
and
they-
like at winning the division or whatever. Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and with the trade line approaching, they could be buyers instead of sellers, which is a completely different mindset where they were sitting 2 weeks ago.
Well, apparently they want to trade Hendrickson, but he's injured. And they're worried that he's not going to clear injury because you can't trade someone who's on injured report.
Yep.
I think they can void it if the player wants to.
Yeah.
But yeah, Hendrickson can basically decide if he doesn't want to go to a team and be like, "Nah, I'm injured. I don't want to."
I heard a big thing about Joe Burrows as well, that he could be back mid-December.
Oh,
And
that quickly,
And
really?
well, they reckon if he can get back everything right. But looking at their schedule, they got the Jets next, then the Bears, then the bye, and then they've got Steelers, Patriots, Ravens, and then the Bills, and then they reckon he'll be back.
So if they can just split those games, like if they can just come out somewhere near 500 for him to come back, it gives you an opportunity.
And they've
Like-
still got the Browns and the Dolphins after Burrows is back. With
Like they should beat the Jets next week. I firmly believe they should beat them.
Yeah.
And then
Where's the Bears game?
And then you go into a bye.
That'll be in Chicago, I'm pretty sure.
And the Bears game's winnable. Sorry, they get Jets and then
Yeah,
Bears. Like,
Paycor Stadium.
if they can win the next 2 games and go into the bye at 6-4, sorry, 5-4, good.
They could be winning division at that point.
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
I just don't. I think that the Flacco trade, well done to the Bengals. I thought it was like, what? Why are you bothering? But he's clearly much better than Browning, and it's an indication of why did they stick with Browning? Because everyone kind of knew what Browning was, so they probably should have tried to get a vet earlier. But sometimes these things just happen. And,
Yeah, maybe they're not available.
yeah, and it also shows as well that if you just get out of the Browns, your life changes immediately.
Yep.
Like every quarterback that leaves the Browns just becomes instantly more successful. I'm not saying they become all pros, but some of them do. But you instantly become better when you leave those crappy organizations. And there's something to that. And it's the same with the Jets. Like Rodgers had last year, we've said this before, he was statistically the 3rd best quarterback in the Jets history. And they flew him across the country to basically tell him, no, we don't want you anymore, which was, again, no matter what you think of Aaron Rodgers as an organization, that's a crappy organization thing to do. That's like a spiteful thing. If that's a top tier organization, they're just calling me going, hey, mate, we're going a different direction. Thanks for everything.
Yeah, that was pretty diabolical. It was at
Like-
his home in LA, and then they fly him all the way to New York
Yeah.
to have a 15-minute meeting to tell him, we're going in a
Well,
different
But
direction.
you
they-
don't know what was said behind closed doors. Maybe they were like, hey, do you want to do this, this, and this? And then he goes, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, I know a lot of it was around they didn't want him doing the media stuff, but I don't think he's doing the media stuff this season anyway. Like I haven't seen him on Pat McAfee at all. I could be wrong. I don't watch him religiously, so
No, I haven't
sure.
seen much of
But a
him.
lot of that was Aaron Rodgers. Oh, sorry, not Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Glenn wanting to change the culture of the Jets.
Yeah, maybe.
And
A lot of fucking good it's done.
it hasn't changed. Like the culture's worse than ever, which we talked about Wednesday, and we're going to discuss them at some point tonight, hopefully very quickly. But shout out to the Bengals. Shout out to keeping your season alive. And this is why they play the games. Like
Hey, and even the Steelers didn't embarrass themselves. They didn't.
No,
they played well.
that they play. Rodgers is getting better every single week.
That
Yeah.
deep ball
Still
he threw
playing
at the
safe,
end
though.
was a cannon. That
Dude, he
seven-
can still zip it, can't he?
that was
He
like
can-
70 yards.
It was 74 yards from the spot he threw. 74 yards.
42
at
years old.
42 years old. That's a cannon.
That's the thing, though. Like a guy like Aaron Rodgers, he'll be 70 years old and he'll still be able to zip a football.
Because
Like, he
it's
can
just
just
he's
do
got
it.
that technique.
He can just do it.
Yeah, and he's obviously got a big arm. Like I think Aaron Rodgers is the best passer of the football ever.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think he's the best quarterback ever.
No,
There's other guys in front of
We're
him.
talking about just throwing the football.
Like,
I agree with you.
He's the best pure quarterback I think I've ever seen. So love the way he goes about it. Tommy, do you want to do your little spiel on the old men?
Yeah,
Tommy's
do
got
it.
some stuff for us.
Do it.
Yeah,
Get
let's
into some
let's
previews.
just go through some things. So the last time they met
Oh, here we go.
was in December 2009 when Aaron Rodgers was on the Green Bay Packers and Joe Flacco was playing, obviously, for the
Ravens.
Ravens. Thank you.
Yep.
Um,
Your team. the Ravens.
yeah,
Yep.
that Flacco threw 3 interceptions that day and they got beaten. But anyway, some things that happened. So the first iPhone came out in 2009.
Oh wow.
Barack Obama was inaugurated as the president of the United States.
Fuck, that feels
Wow.
a long time ago.
Michael Jackson passed away.
Wow.
Minecraft got released in 2009.
Wow, is it that old? I didn't know that.
Yeah. And Avatar got released as well.
Oh,
And Modern Family was the first time that came out
Oh,
on
wow.
TV. But
We
great
talked
show.
about Modern Family Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and also this is what the 4 of us looked like in 2009.
Here we go. What's he got? I can't see what he got.
Yeah, you might want to have a look, Georgie. He's put it over there for
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's year 12 Tommy.
Yep. That's me in year 12 at one of my first house parties out of year 12, having a beer. For the
Obviously,
first time.
probably your first beer ever, I'd say.
Oh, mate. No, you were the first person that gave me my first beer.
Well, that's
ever.
look. That's me with hair.
Yeah, you with hair.
Scott, you look the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the earliest photo I could find of Scotty. I don't think any photo exists past like 2011 for Scotty. So.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
fair.
Is it a very, very small social media footprint?
Very
Our boy
very
Scotty.
locked up life of Scotty.
Very locked.
Can't find anything on that guy. You need the FBI to find a picture of Scotty post 2000.
Just look up my search history.
But yeah. Oh, and the Saints won the Super Bowl. That was the year after the,
Oh, yeah, the
Katrina?
hurricane.
the Katrina, and Troy Polamalu and Larry Fitzgerald with a cover of Madden.
There you go.
That was
yeah.
a good Madden, that one.
That was a good Madden.
Yeah,
That was
that
one
was-
of the last
Madden
good ones.
2010.
That was when Larry Fitzgerald had that amazing playoff like the playoff run where
Yeah.
he broke all the records for yards.
Mhm.
Kurt Warner was the starting quarterback for
It
the
was,
Cardinals.
and they lost to Green Bay, I think, in the divisional.
No, they lost in the Super Bowl to Pittsburgh, where Santonio
Oh.
Holmes catches it in
That
the
was
back
a
corner
Yeah,
of
the
the
toe
end
tap.
zone. Yeah, one of the best catches you'll ever see.
Yeah, maybe they lost to Green Bay the year after.
Yeah.
And yeah, sadly, Steve McNair got killed by his girlfriend.
That's sad. Yeah,
That was
Yeah,
a sad
that was
story
sad.
too. Yeah.
But yeah, time has changed since then.
A
But
long time. Someone put up I put up the picture on our Instagram of the first Madden they were in. It looks like Nintendo 64. Like, it's so
Yeah.
bad. Yeah. A lot's changed, but one thing that hasn't changed is that those guys just keep playing
They're still,
football.
they can still sling it.
and keep. And I'm actually really Flacco. Like, can he win comeback player again? Like, it's gonna be. You can't just keep winning comeback player, can you? Surely.
Well, if the rest of the league sucks, you can.
Yeah, true. And then Rodgers, like, I'm glad he's kind of. I don't think his performance has been phenomenal all year. It's very measured. It's a lot more check down.
Yeah, it's very safe. Yeah,
what is
But-
the criteria for comeback player of the year?
There isn't one. We've discussed it.
Yeah.
It's
So it'll be like CMC.
yeah, CMC is definitely eligible because he had an injury. Like they basically, if they really want to give it to someone, you can find a way to. You can find a
We
way.
kind of worked out that you can just be shit and then be good,
Yes,
and you can just get it.
Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones will get it this year, I think. And like Sam Darnold got it last year, I believe. Did Darnold get it last year? I thought he did.
maybe. I think you might have.
But that's who I think should have got it. But I like
No, I don't think it was Donald.
Gino got it the year he came back
Yeah.
from being crap. Like, I think that should be the spirit of the award of guys that have struggled. Oh no, did Joe Burrow get it last year?
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe Burrow won his second one last year, which again I think goes against
Because the
the
year
spirit.
before he missed a lot of
Missed a
games.
lot of games,
didn't
yeah.
he?
But I think that goes against the spirit of the rule. I think we discussed this when it happened. That Darnold should have got it because he came back from being literally about to be out of the NFL.
came back
So,
from the Jets.
from the
And-
Jets.
Yeah,
Panthers.
it's crazy that Daniel Jones could be comeback player of the year just because he's on a good team.
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, and then the year before the Giants traded away. Let Saquon walk, and he broke 2,000 yards and
Oh boy.
and one oh boy. So yeah, it's interesting. All right, let's
Worked
get in.
out well for the Giants.
It has. They've got concussion and protocol running around out there
Yeah.
now, which is I don't know if it's better, but shit, it's fun.
Yeah.
It's very enjoyable. All right, let's get to our first game, which I believe
This is
we
in
have.
London.
Rams, Jags.
Rams,
Jags,
Jags.
in London.
Both
in
teams
London.
are 4-2. Both teams are right in the hunt for the division, obviously.
Yep.
Like you said, London game here. Both teams are in a similar spot where the offense is sort of fluttering a little bit week to week, and
Yep.
both defenses are a little bit hit and miss. So you actually don't know what you're going to get in this game. I think the Rams are going to try and get rid of their kicker because he's costing him a bit. He's keeping games a lot closer than what they should be.
Yeah.
Um,
And then like they've had such like we've talked about the Kieran Williams fumble, which cost them that game. But the Rams have lost a couple of games that they probably shouldn't have. But then, or like they definitely shouldn't have lost the Eagles. Like 2 blocked field goals literally cost
in
you
the
a
fourth
game.
quarter, yeah.
Yeah, like that just doesn't happen very often.
To lose by a point. Oh, well, you ran one back for a touchdown, but they,
Yeah,
yeah.
And then the Colts, you know, the drop before the goal line from Mitchell. Like there's just so many games where you're like, oh, they probably shouldn't have won that, but they should have won this one. So they're probably even.
Well, even the
out.
Jags probably shouldn't have won that game against the Chiefs, but if it wasn't for that Trevor Lawrence run to he
100%.
stumbled twice
Yeah.
and then got
Yeah.
up
Like
and ran
any other game, he probably gets hit and fumbles that trying
Yeah.
to scramble.
Yeah,
'cause
that's 1 out of 100 sort
Yeah.
of thing. It works out that way.
exactly. So there's plenty of games, but I think that this is selling to me. I think this is the Jags win. Again, I don't have all the evidence to tell me why. My gut is telling me that the Jags are very up and down. They played really well against the Chiefs, and they should have won by more. Which we won't go through why, because George will have another capitulation. But they should have won by more.
I will.
And they played pretty poorly last week and were still in the game. And they're just kind of one of those teams that hang around. And I think this is the week they get it right. Lawrence has been historically very good in London. as
Yeah,
well.
that's what I was going to say. It's almost like a pseudo home game
Yeah.
in London for the Jags.
Well, it's at the stadium that the Jags owner owns, I believe,
Yeah.
the Carnes own.
Tottenham?
yeah.
Tottenham
Yeah.
Hotspur.
Glory Tottenham Hotspur.
So they,
It's at Wembley.
was it at
Oh, is it
Wembley?
at Wembley? Okay.
Are they Tottenham? Either
No.
way, their family owns.
We barely know anything about
Yeah.
NFL. We're not going to
Apologies
start
if you don't
trying to
know
talk
anything
about soccer.
And Puka Nakua's out as well.
Yeah, again,
Yes,
that just
he's
it
out
just-
for a little bit.
it just slows them down.
I think-
I'm thinking Jags.
I think the Rams front, from what we saw last week with what Seattle did with the 4-man front and the pressure they put on,
Yeah, it's
the
fair.
Rams is as good
Yeah.
as Seattle's front. And
That's fair.
I think that they will put so much pressure on Lawrence. There was a bit of a blueprint there. And I think we might get a similar game where they just shut the run down.
Yep.
and just pin their ears back and put pressure on. And I think the Rams offense, losing Nakua hurts, but they've still got Devonta Adams, still got Williams,
And
still got Stafford.
Yeah.
And Higbee, is it Higbee?
Yeah, Higby's the tight end. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's definitely
I think
Higbee.
Higbee had a big game last week or the week before. So there's something
He's been injured. He came
Yeah.
back last week, I believe.
so they're integrating him back into the offense. So I think they've probably got just a little bit too much firepower.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know. That's the Jag. And then, like, you look at the Jags, most of their offense is coming from explosive plays and most of it from ETN. And when they don't have those big plays, they really struggle. They're very feast or famine, and they rely on them. And the Rams are a pretty buttoned up defense and a strong front. He's not going to have as much time to get those explosive plays. I don't know. I've just got a feeling. I got a feeling the Jags are going to get a win on the road in
I'd like
London, and yeah, they definitely want it from a Seattle fan. You'd
Yeah.
be looking forward to that. So, Scotty's taking
I'm taking
Rams. I've got Jags. Who have you got?
I think the Jags in London.
Jags London. All right, next game.
I like this. Someone's going to be wrong.
Yeah.
I like this.
Yeah, I think Jags as well.
Oh,
For what
good.
it's
I'm
worth.
on an island. You're all wrong. Idiots.
we're on Source Gardner Island. So
I kind of
it's
feel
bound
like
to crumble
if,
at any
I
point.
kind
Source
of feel like if
Gardner-
we're all against Scotty, we're headed in the right direction for what that's worth.
In life, yeah, you're probably right. In NFL, I don't know.
Fair. That's actually pretty fair.
Next game of the week, we have the Colts at the Chargers.
This will be a good game.
I think the Colts are going to absolutely run them. I think they're going to kill them.
I
don't have
actually
the
think so.
firepower.
I don't think the Chargers can stop the run.
No, I don't think so. Apparently, Khalil Mack's playing.
He's back.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
cleared, so he's
Yeah,
playing.
well, he's actually, depending on how he comes back, but the last year or two, he's been very, very good against the run.
sets the edge hard.
Yeah.
Hard. He's
Yeah,
very
he's
good.
good.
at that.
He's been a big out for them for sure.
Yeah, so it's a bonus for them. I don't know. I just think that we're going to have the same situation. The Colts defense has been really good this season.
When's Alt back?
It's still a couple of weeks.
He's still a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I think they put him on IR, so I think he's two
It's
more
gotta be
weeks from
gotta
his
be
4
weeks.
games.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
But yeah, Herbert did his best last week against Miami, who are not a good team, and he played well. But this Colts team is not Miami. They are lacking a couple of DBs. I know Kenny Moore's out. Travarius Ward's now on IR from that concussion before the game last
Yeah,
week,
that's crazy, man.
Wow.
which is wild. So he's going to miss another 4 games minimum.
Is that another 4 or 4?
No, he got put on IR this week. So
so he missed the last week
he's gonna
one.
miss 4
Yeah,
more.
Jesus.
Yeah, so that's not good. And then on the other side, I think the Colts they're just such a clean offense at the moment. They run the ball so well, and then they just rely on Daniel Jones off the play action and the movement.
He
Like
just takes what the defense gives him.
almost 72% completion this year. That's extremely high for a quarterback, and it's a very much a product of the team and how they play. But he runs it really well,
Yep,
so
absolutely.
you can't badmouth him.
And
for
our
it.
man Warren, he
looks every bit of-
dominating.
Like I think the Bears are regretting that Loveland pick now.
Well, yeah.
Just now, it might turn in the future, but he's not lighting the world on fire.
They had Kraft. Kraft and Warren are somewhat interchangeable, so I can see why they it gets you can run 12 personnel with the 2 different tight ends. But,
Yeah.
Warren was perfectly suited for this offense as well. He's
Yes.
a true tight end.
A true wide,
yeah.
definitely. Oh, he's so fun to watch though.
Oh, he's
And I
plays
think my Opoi check for Jonathan Taylor Thomas, I reckon he's doing.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas from
Yeah, that's what I call him.
from Home Improvement.
For
Yeah.
home improvement.
I didn't get the reference at all.
That's a real niche pool. You got to be really
Niche
locked
pool.
in
It was one of the biggest shows.
You got to be pretty locked in for
No,
that one.
for Scotty, it needs to be real non-niche for him to get a TV reference.
Oh yeah, yeah. Just don't worry about me with TV.
He's killing it from running
Yeah,
the ball
he's-
for the Colts.
He's in there. Fun fact though, and we'll talk about Atlanta later, but Bijan Robinson is on record pace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's having a hell of a
dramatically.
year.
So yeah, I'm gonna take the Colts in this just because I think the Chargers are a bit dinged up. Like they desperately needed that win last week, and they desperately need this one, and they could get it, but yeah, my money's on the Colts.
This is a huge divisional game. Huge. Oh no, it's not. Sorry,
Conference
a huge conference game.
100% conference game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's a huge divisional game for the Chargers because KC are getting going. Denver are winning, but then I
Yeah.
wouldn't say they've got going, but they've got wins on the board, and KC now roll. Like I think KC are fully rolling.
But if the Chargers win the division and win this game, it's good for the seeding for the conference.
Yeah,
so this
100%.
is. I know we're getting ahead of ourselves, but these are the sort of things you really want to get right early in the season, because it could be the difference playing away in the
Yeah, it could be just with the 3 and 4 seed or something like
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
or 2 and
Yeah.
3. Just these
Yeah.
games matter at that point because the head-to-head's the divider. So it is a big one. I'm taking
think-
Colts. Who you got, Georgie?
I think this game is probably more important for the Chargers division wise to stay in the hunt for their division
100%.
at home. I think the Chargers are just going to want it just a little bit more
Yeah. Okay.
at home.
Fair enough. All right, let's go. The next game,
Best uniforms of the week too. Chargers.
the
this
Chargers
week.
all white.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chargers
look
uniforms are good.
Chargers always real sexy, man.
It is a good uniform. There's some good uniforms going around the NFL right now.
Hey, man.
The Seahawks. What's the Seahawks?
Seahawks Bucks game.
Seahawks Bucks game was
Oh, yeah,
best
the
uniform
retro.
matchup for
Throwback,
10
yeah.
years. They
Yeah.
were unreal. Next game we have, speaking of the Seahawks, the Texans at the Seattle Seahawks. Texans coming off the bye. They had a good win the week before that, which they desperately needed over the Titans. Sorry, over the Ravens. They ran up on a pretty dinged up, very poor Cooper Rush and did what they had to do. This defense is very strong. Stroud certainly played better without a lot of resistance. He won't be getting zero resistance in this game, though. I think
Definitely not.
the
Yeah.
way that, and I don't know, you can correct me if I'm wrong here, Scotty. I feel like DeMarcus Lawrence made such a difference for that Seattle front last week.
1,000%. I
He
firmly believe if DeMarcus Lawrence played against Tampa Bay, Seattle would have won that by 2 scores.
he's
And that
so
sounds
versatile.
outrageous, but he's that good.
2 scores is outrageous, but to say that if he played, you would have won, I agree with that.
No,
That
because
I agree with.
they were up by a score and then gave up a score.
I understand.
in
I
the
understand your
fourth
point.
quarter. Yeah.
To say automatically say 2 scores, I won't agree with. But to win, yes, I would agree with that. for sure.
I just think when he plays, he's a barometer. His energy is through the roof. It always has been. It's why he's been one of my favorite players at the Cowboys because he just plays so hard all the time.
That's fair.
There's not a moment that's too big for him. He will just give you the same thing all the time.
I think everyone around him elevates as well.
Well, and then his
Around him for sure.
versatility, he can play any position on the line and play it at a really good level. So-
Him playing the 3 tech and now NASCAR when we get Derek Hall back is just good luck.
Yeah, and he's great because in running downs, you play him as an end. He stops the run. He's one of the best run stopping ends. And then he can also generate pass rush from there as well. Like he's just so versatile. I love DeMarcus Lawrence. He's one of my favorite players ever.
Pretty fair assessment, and he's been outstanding all year for Seattle. So
I think this will be a lower scoring game, like similar to last week for Seattle. But I think you said it earlier before we started, Scotty, that Seattle can put 20 points on these guys. I don't think the Texans can score 20 points on Seattle.
Not with the right side of their line looking as it is. I think what Seattle did last week is they put DeMarcus Lawrence, Big Cat, and Byron Young. They interchanged them all on the one side, and they were running a lot of stunts with just 2 of those 3.
Mm-hmm.
If they do that to the right side of this line, CJ Stroud might end up on IR.
Yeah, he's probably going to be run for his life.
Yeah.
That's fair.
He's been running. He ran for his life against some of the worst pass rushers in the NFL and worst defenses. So I can't imagine it's going to get any better playing these guys. Do they get some of their DBs back?
I think Witherspoon is...
He was close last week, wasn't he?
I think he is in. Julian Love is a bit 50-50.
I heard Julian Love was out today. I did see that
well, there you
today.
go.
Yep.
And then I think Woolen comes back as well. So we're almost getting healthy, which is, good
Much
for
needed.
us and not good for the opponents. So
No, and the Texans desperately need this. So like they're playing on pure desperation right now. Like it's almost a loser goes home game every week for them. Like they can't afford to really lose any other games until they get a bit closer to this division.
Sure.
They have got division games up their sleeve, but they
I think the Colts have got it basically wrapped up.
but they're still got to play the Colts twice.
they'll
don't
play
they?
the Colts twice and the Jags twice still.
Yeah.
And
So-
I think both of them will handle
The way they're playing right now,
Yeah.
Like if they play the way they did against the Ravens, but that game against the Ravens is just not a barometer we can work off now because it's not the Ravens.
No, man, they're decimated.
It's a backup defense and no Lamar Jackson. Like, of course, you're going to run it up on them. They're terrible.
And with this game, we're going to get really good on really good. Stingley on JSN is going to be worth
Worth the ticket?
mouth-watering matchup. They're both elite technicians. Stingley is not a great, handsy, physical. He's more of a very technical, read the route, is very good footwork. And obviously
true cover
JSN,
corner. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
JSN has really good footwork as well. So these guys are going to just be, if they line up on each other, I just want to watch that.
I don't think it'll matter. I think you guys will be able to run the ball pretty easily.
We've been hit and miss running the ball.
They're a pretty good front. Texans are a good defense.
Yeah, they are.
They got a good front. They're physical. They play real hard. They're schematically very good up front.
Yep.
due to D'Amico Ryans. Like he knows how to put guys in the right
Yep.
spot. Like Shazier's, I don't think he's the best linebacker in the world, but he's probably the last guy I want to hit on a football field because that guy hits everything.
He's
at
perfect for their
300%.
scheme because
Yeah.
they need their front. Oh, we'll get a little bit technical. Why not? Their fronts actually have no scheme, so their defensive line is just get upfield
Yep.
with whatever the gap the offensive line's given you, and then the linebackers control the gaps based on what they're
Yeah,
reading.
they
So
read
both the
off it, yeah.
linebackers that they play have to be a little bit, faster, but then also hit like a hammer. And he's pretty much perfect for that. He's a little bit undersized.
Yeah, he's moves and hits.
Yeah, and that's why the defensive front gets so much pressure because they don't have to fight over a lineman to get into a gap. They just go, oh, if you're shading this way, sweet, no worries. I'll just
Shoot that,
buzz
yeah.
through this way.
Interesting. I want to see Danielle Hunter get going a bit as well. He's he is older, I know. Anderson's played very well. Like the stats maybe don't support how well he's played. I think he's played really well. Will
Yeah, I had
Anderson.
him. I put money on him to win Depoy, but
Yeah, it's probably not working out.
my
He's
first one's looking good.
He's on a good defense though.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I want to see some more out of Danielle Hunter. He's kind of struggling, and like I said, it could be the age. It does end for people, but I think he's
Everyone.
for everyone,
Technically.
unfortunately, yes. Well, not sometimes, not unfortunately. I just think that he's too good a player for it to be dropping off now. And the way he played last year and in patches this year,
Yeah.
it's still there. He just needs to put it together. But all that being said, I think this will be a really good game. I think it'll be more low scoring, like 20-10 or 20-14, something like that.
Mhm.
And I'm taking Seattle at home.
Yeah, I agree. 21-6 is what somewhere around there is what I think it'll be.
Yeah, I think George is right. I don't know if, unless there's like a blown coverage and Collins breaks loose, I don't know if they're going to score more than a couple of touchdowns.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. All right, next game on the board we
I'll play
have
that and we lose.
we have the division battle.
Fucking, that's how it goes.
Yeah, you've gone in too hot now. You're in trouble.
Yeah. I was very confident against the Steelers, so
True. You've got Washington at the Dallas Cowboys.
This is actually a sneaky important game.
It's very important for both teams.
It's
if they want to
important,
stay
but
alive.
is anyone outside of fans of these teams watching it? Because
Oh,
I'm sure as hell not.
well,
No, it's important for the
Washington,
division though.
Yeah, I 100% agree. But
Yeah.
are you watching
Washington
it?
have no.
No, I'll watch the highlights.
yeah, me too. If we win, if we watch it, I'll go back.
Yeah.
They've got no Terry McLaurin, Washington, or Debo Samuel,
Yes.
and it means absolutely nothing because if they want to, they can run the ball every play against Dallas. They
Yeah.
are the worst run front I've ever seen.
How good's Debo Samuel pick up been?
Yeah, not great. We were pretty right there.
Yeah.
He's had a couple of okay.
How come he's missing this week? He's still stuck at the buffet, or
No, he looks fit. I reckon he looks fit.
Debo did a heel.
Yeah, his heel injury. That actually is the sign of a fat man, the
Yep.
heel injury. Used to get him all the time.
There we go. We heard it here first.
But it's the same thing every week. We don't have to spend a ton of time on this game. This game's going to be, if the Cowboys want to win this, it's theirs to win it if they want. But it's all on Prescott on the offense. CeeDee Lamb's back, which
CeeDee
will
Lamb,
help.
yep.
that's a big in man.
Yep.
Pickens has been playing outstanding without him. I want to see if it can continue.
He's fourth in receiving this year.
Third now.
Third now.
Yep.
Okay. There
Yeah.
you go. So
It's about the
there's-
only trade Pittsburgh have ever got wrong, trading away a receiver. Every other time they've traded a receiver away, Antonio Brown was a slightly different story. Like he won the Super Bowl, but it kind of dropped off pretty quick. Every time they trade someone away, they end up being crap. This is probably the first time it's kind of bitten them in the ass a little bit.
Yeah, I think that was more a locker room personality.
And
thing than
he's
talent
in a
thing.
contract year. I don't think they wanted to pay him long term,
Yep.
which is fine. Like
Yeah.
well, I don't think the Cowboys want to pay him long term either. I think they've stuffed up if they want to, and again waited too long. They should have paid him before the season.
Yeah,
this
that's
is we're going to see if the Cowboys have any plums here because they got embarrassed last week,
On defense, they did.
and
It was fucking embarrassing.
it was.
Have you seen the play? Everyone's seen the clip of the D end, the wide receiver Leggett washing our D end across the entire
Yeah.
front
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
creating the biggest hole in the history of running. Like,
Yep.
yeah, Dowdle played well. It was not hard to play well against that defense
Yeah.
last week.
Yeah. Half
Wide
the
open
field.
everywhere.
It was not good.
Trayvon Diggs had a mysterious injury at
Yeah,
home.
it was a concussion at home.
It's made up. They're saying it because he doesn't want to be there. They want to trade him. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, okay.
He will be traded by the time the trade deadline happens. He won't play another game for Dallas. I truly believe that.
Will the
Yeah.
coach lose his job? Yeah. defensive-
Eberflus.
Yeah.
I don't know how he hasn't lost it already.
I don't know how he got the job.
And the worst part is that they let Al Harris go, who I can't remember where he's at, but his defense is top 10 now. And he was the guy that was in line to be the new DC.
Right.
But Shoddy didn't want him. And he's gone off and been a DC. I think it's at Chicago. I could be wrong.
So what, hiring Eberflus was Shoddy's call?
I believe so, yeah. Because
Yeah, that's what
they're boys.
Yeah.
And I
what
don't
said.
mind that. Like, if you become the head coach, you want to bring in your guys. I get it.
Guys
but-
that you trust.
But
Harrison's now at the Bears.
The Bears DC, and
Right,
and he's doing
okay.
a really good job there.
Sure.
And I've said this many a time. The problem they made with the Eberflus hire was not actually understanding what his scheme was going to be. Just because a guy's been a good DC before, you can't be like, oh yeah, we can just give him any 11 guys and it'll work. This defense is not designed
That's
to play the way he
100%
wants to
not
play.
correct. You
I
can't
think-
do that at all.
Yeah,
I think it's probably more important for defense as well because the rules and everything is against you already. So you
100%.
really need to have the personnel for your scheme
Yep.
to execute average. Like it's with offense you can miss and match and change parts and put guys. It's a little bit more interchangeable, but it was a very peculiar hire.
Scheme fit is so important on defense. You're 100% correct, Scott.
Yeah, I almost think it's the most important thing defensively. There's a lot of good players, but defense is where you get the biggest variety of what guys can and can't do.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
Scotty? Matthew Jackson wants you to check your fantasy trades.
Matthew Jackson, check your
Oh.
fantasy, big dog. Also,
Jesus.
shout out to Matthew
They
Jackson.
suck.
He has been sending me some absolute or tagging us in some absolute rippers on Instagram.
Yeah.
So shout out
Nah,
to you,
Jacko's a
Matt.
legend.
On your
Love ya.
Jacko.
Shout out, bro.
Hopefully I get
I
to meet
don't-
you soon.
I don't want
Uh,
Jason Tatum, all right? Stop sending him.
Well, you don't want Jason Tatum, the corniest player in the history
Yeah.
of sport, except for Jalen Hurts.
Especially for 3 first rounders.
Yeah, so I think I don't know. Like, with all due respect, the Cowboys should win this game. If they play well offensively, they probably will. But that defense is just such a wild card. Like, it
Yeah.
could give up
Yeah.
50 points to these guys.
It's going to be a 33-30 win. I just don't know who wins.
Yes, yeah, I think I'm gonna take. I'm
Nah,
gonna. I'm
come
gonna.
on.
I'm gonna.
no scary Terry, no Debo.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Cowboys at home.
The CD's
CD's
back.
back. I just
Cowboys at home. You'd think that
The
they
way
got to
Brett-
nut up and win this game. Come on.
if they don't nut up and win this game, it's over.
Ertz is going to have a huge game.
He always does. But you can't go to 2-4-1. Like you're done with the run they're about to go on.
Yeah.
If they want any chance of being anything relevant this year, they've got to
Forget
win.
about that. Just put that to the side, just for a bit of self-respect. Like, come on, you got to win this game.
And defensively, I want to see it. I want to see them actually come out and nut up and play hard. If they give up a few big plays, fine. I just don't want to see this passive bullshit, not
Yeah.
tackling. Like,
That's what I was saying.
fight tooth and nail. Give it everything you've got. So when this game finishes, I go, well, yeah, they gave up 30 points, but at least they had an absolute crack at it. You know what I
'Cause, like,
mean?
the
Like, they're
scheme
not
fit-
even trying.
Scheme fit and all that, like, the technical X's and O's is one thing, but like just effort.
Yeah.
Effort is another thing. Like, just stick your fucking tackles. Come on, man.
Yes.
Like, it's not that hard.
No, at least
This is the NFL.
try and stick your
Yeah.
tackles. That's it. Like, just have the endeavor to do it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's good, and I like the way they're handling Trayvon Diggs because Shoddy didn't mix his words.
No.
He didn't say he had an incident. He said he didn't say he had an accident.
Right.
So he said there was an incident, and he's now in concussion protocol.
right.
So if it was an accident, he would have come out and said, "Oh, it was an accident. This has happened." How many times has people had an accident at home and they tell you what's happened? Right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Nothing's come out. Diggs has been his classic fuckwit, like he always is, just like his brother always tends to be.
Fair.
I think at this point,
Runs in the family.
He doesn't fit the scheme. He's had some great times at the Cowboys. I appreciate him. I respect him, but move him on to a team, send him over to a team that can use him and let him play ball. And
Ravens.
just shake hands and walk away. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't
Mm.
think there's anything wrong with it. You don't need all the bullshit around it. He doesn't want to play hard. Get him out of there.
Shout out to Dak. I know we bring him up every week, but he's still playing outstanding.
He-
in a loss
balling.
year.
He's balling this year.
Yeah.
There's no
He's
nothing
top
else you can
3
say.
in MVP voting.
Yeah,
Easily.
I didn't think I'd have anything to enjoy watching the Cowboys this year, and he's solely keeping me watching them. That's
Yeah.
it. And I'm the quickest to be like, I can't bother watching these guys anymore.
Yeah.
He's keeping me involved because he's so fun to watch play right now. So enjoy. And Javonte Williams, like, shout out to him. He's playing. They also should get Booker back on their line, the first
that's a
round
big
pick,
game.
who's missed a few games. He played okay the first couple of games. So it'd be interesting. I just wanted him back just to see him progressing and how he's playing and know
Yeah.
what he's like. So it'd be interesting. All right, next. Are we all taking Cowboys? Is that what we're all feeling? Or like no one's confident, I'm sure.
I don't care.
No, I think the Cowboys need to get this done.
I think
just
so.
for their own self-respect.
I think so too. All right, we have, I think, the game of the week, the Buccaneers at the Detroit Lions, and people are going to instantly bring up the injuries. Baker has no wide receivers. Detroit Lions are officially do not have any starting defensive backs in this game. It is
Yep.
now officially
Wow.
in no
They're starting with their
defensive
third.
backs.
They're starting with their third string.
Yep.
Wow.
So it is a complete backup secondary
Welcome.
versus a complete backup wide receiver core. And then you've got Baker out there. Like, it's going to
Well,
really shock.
Ibuka is a chance of playing.
And so is Mike Evans.
Really?
Yeah.
They're both
Mike,
question- They're both questionable.
Mike Evans cracked the shits at training this week because he wanted to train and they had him on a snap count.
Yeah.
And every time they're like, no, you got to come out, he was like taking his shit off me. Like, man, can you just let me play?
Yeah.
They're like, so it
apparently
wouldn't surprise
Ibuka's a
me.
chance. So
Well, if Ibuka and Evans play, I'm taking the Bucks.
That's fair.
I'm taking them because I think they will be like Baker's playing so well. So if he gets some firepower back, it's going to help. Bucky Irving's still out. I think Irving's on IR now. We saw. I can't remember if we saw that last week.
no, I
No,
think
he's not. He's still a couple
he's
of
still
weeks
1
away.
week away.
All that being said, this is how I think this game's going to go. I think we're going to see Detroit's front take over. The Bucks offensive line, other than Wirfs, hasn't been very good. And this is a really good front. I think it's going to be we need to win the battle up front. We need to take this out of our DB's hands. The Bucks will get some plays, but then offensively, I think that last week, they flooded a bit against the Chiefs, who are a really good defense. I think we're going to see back to that systematic, get Gibbs the ball, dump it off, get it, and then generate the big plays over the top with Jameson.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a strong running game here. They're just going to run away from Vita Vea and just wear him down.
The Bucks are going to have to score points. I think Detroit will score 30 points in this game.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how if by scheme the Lions put Penei Sewell straight up in the second level just to get to Levante David and take away his speed and it just open up all these creases horizontally.
Now you've mentioned him. How fucking good is Levante David, man? The dude's like 36 years old.
Yeah, and he's still playing at an extremely high level.
He actually reminds me. Do you remember London Fletcher?
Yeah.
He played 2 years for Buffalo and then Washington.
And then Washington, yeah.
And just never got kind of respected, was never a Pro Bowler.
Yeah.
Everything like that. That's kind of what Levante David's career is. Like, he should be a Hall of Famer when it's all said and done.
Very fair comparison.
But he might not have the accolades to do it. And London Fletcher's still not in it because he doesn't have any DPOY votes or any All Pros or any Pro Bowls.
Because the linebackers in his time was like
Earl Acker, Lance Briggs,
and Willis, all those kind of guys. Yeah,
Ray Lewis.
And then Levante David's got like Cleakley, Wagner, like Queen.
He's basically Wagner without the team success. Or he won a Super Bowl, in fairness.
Like Bolton, and then you got who's broke their ankle last week.
Warner.
Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? He's just that tier below the best.
Yeah, But he's just done it for so long. And playing middle linebacker in the NFL, like for 14, 15 seasons, it's unreal. It's
considering
so
the way
impressive.
the game has shifted for middle linebackers too, where they were, mainly like bigger run stopping guys 10 or 15 years ago, and now they're like, well, basically they're just like more DBs.
Safeties.
Just cover guys.
Strong safeties.
Cam Chancellor would have never been a safety in today's NFL. He would have been a linebacker.
Yeah. For sure.
And a very good, like one of those nickel backers, but he would have been more of an in the box sort of guy.
Yep.
Like, he would have played like Jalen Petrie.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the game
Texans.
shifted completely. So to be able to play at that high level for that long
In both sort of eras of defense changing.
it's no mean feat.
Yeah, it's very fair.
Having said that, I agree with your point. The Lions are going to want to run the ball early, consistently, grind down the Bucks defense, control possession, control the clock,
and I think they can.
And they will.
They
will
not
give
Baker a
time.
sniff at the end.
Yeah.
I think.
I think the Lions will win this. I'm backing them in at home after
Didn't
a bad
he just
loss.
flip?
No, I didn't say the Bucks.
No, he said if the two wide
If the
receivers
two wide
play,
receivers play, they
it'll
should
make it close.
But they should win if the two wide receivers play, because by all means they should absolutely annihilate this secondary.
Even still, I think I still think the Lions offense will be able to do what they need to do.
I also don't think Ibuka will play. I don't think they will risk at 5-1. I don't think they will risk Ibuka tearing it off the bone.
I was just reading. It looks like he's done a fibula, not an ankle. So maybe it's more serious than they think, but they're not too sure.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh, is that for Irving?
Irving, sorry,
Irving,
yeah. But I don't think they didn't practice 2 days ago, so I don't think that they'll play.
Yeah, I don't think Ibuka will after injury.
I don't see the point.
No, you're 5-1. This is a loss. You can obviously fight your guts out and see what you can do. But if you lose this game and keep your players, don't lose your players for longer, I think that's a win.
I don't know.
5-2 and losing
this
to
is
the
a
Lions
huge
on the
game
road.
for
the number one
conference.
seed. This is a
This is
real
like-
number one seed battle.
Yeah, because if you give Detroit 3 losses and you've got 1,
Yeah, but what if you play Ibuka and Mike Evans and they're kind of touch and go and they both hurt themselves and they've got to go out for 5 or 6 weeks?
what if they don't?
Yeah, you're right. I get it, but I think at this
And then
point
you
of
beat the
season,
Lions in the line at Detroit, and now you're 2 games clear of the number 1 seed.
Well, what's worth more now? Getting an extra win, going to 6-1 and getting a 2-game or 3-game lead over the Lions, or having your players healthy for the entire year? Because that's the risk you got to run.
I sit them. They got the Saints next week and then the bye.
Yeah, I reckon too. I don't think that.
Well said, Tommy.
Yeah, so I'm taking Lions. I take back what I said. I'm taking Lions regardless. I think they're too.
Yeah, I'm taking the Lions anyway. Yeah.
At home, they're not going to let that. They're not going to lose 2 games in a row. They're too tough.
And not how they came out to play last week.
No, they came out.
They came out a bit flat.
I thought they came out well. I genuinely think that game flipped last week on that penalty.
On
When
that
the refs called-
reversed.
when
yeah.
the refs called in, I guarantee you that's the. Do you know how hard it is when you feel, whether you believe it or don't believe it, whatever you think about, I don't care. But when you feel as a team and every one of those players, and you could tell Dan Campbell was fucking pissed because he was not angry at the ref. He was talking to him like he was his dad, being like, "Are you actually telling me the truth here? Like, you're going to look me in the eyes and tell me that's what just happened? Like, you really think this I'm going to accept this?
Yeah, you're going to call this back after a minute and a half.
Yeah,
like what the hell?
This is outrageous.
Yeah.
And I think the whole team really were like, oh, well, what do we do? We're up against everyone.
We're going to beat the
does
refs
happen.
too. We're going to beat the refs.
It does happen.
on the road as well. Like, I think that's
On
a
the road.
Yeah, it's a
Sunday night, primetime game. We've got to beat the Chiefs and beat the refs. It's like, how deflating can that be, man?
yeah. I think it's a big dent for your confidence. So I think they came out well, and then it just flooded from there.
Look for the Lions to set the tone early.
Yeah, I think so too. All right, are we into our rapid fire now, Tommy boy?
We've got a bit of time, so we can quickly just have a little mediocre look at these games.
All right.
Have we got any?
Oh no, this is a talk about game. The Eagles.
Well, so I thought the next two are sort of
Carson
just.
Wentz revenge game. yeah.
When did Carson Wentz leave Philly? It was when you won the Super Bowl, yeah? 18?
Yeah, with Foles.
Yeah, he was
Foles.
back up to Foles.
Was that 2018?
I think
Well,
played.
Foles-
I think he played the year after.
Did
It
he?
was just shit.
So it's been a good 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
And he has not played him yet, which is pretty wild. And he's been on a lot of teams. He was on Washington for a season.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But no, but I don't think he started every game.
No, I think he got benched after a few games. And it wasn't trying to think. I think Alex Smith actually ended up playing over him when he came back from his broken leg.
Yeah, in Washington. Yeah,
I think
you're right. Actually,
Smith came back and took the job back from him, which was a wild story in its own right. Go and watch that documentary if you ever want to watch a doco. That's unreal. But yeah, Carson Wentz revenge game. Do you know what I want to see in this game, George? And this is it's a comment, a statement with a question to you.
Oh, here we go. Lay it on me, big
We
boy.
talk about teams nutting up, right?
Yep.
The Eagles, rightly or wrongly, they've lost their last 2 games. The Giants one was a horrible loss. Denver, I don't think is as bad a loss. I think Denver is a tough game.
No, that was
Then it was Philly at home.
it was at home.
Oh, sorry. It's
Yeah, it was
either way. I think Denver is a solid team.
Yep.
Yeah. So I think it's not the worst loss in the world. The Giants' loss in division's terrible, and I don't think they're that good at all. And
No, the
Hurts-
Giants are fucking horrible. That
Hurts
was a
has
diabolical
been
loss.
hammered. AJ Brown has been a smart ass. The defense copped some shots last week. Everyone in the Eagles is like all kind of turning on them. What I want to see from these guys is that they are like they were last year when things didn't go well. The
Year before.
year before they fell
Even
apart.
Even last year, we started off very shaky.
And then they banded together, rallied together, and got each other's backs and then moved forward. And there was no bullshit from there, especially player on player. There was none of it, right?
Mhm.
I want to see if they can get that. That's what I'm looking for in this game because they are going to need to do that, in particular on offense. If they want to beat Minnesota, they're going to need to be a unit and prove that, hey, there's no bullshit in this building. We're teammates. We love each other still, and we're going to keep fighting this season out. It's not over. If they come out and flop again and then the talk keeps going, this can be a big litmus test for how the rest of this season goes.
I think that's a very
Because
fair
it could
statement.
spiral completely out of
Really,
control.
really, the whole team, offensively, defensively,
Yeah.
everyone needs to fucking nut up.
I agree.
I 100% agree with that. Our pass rush this year has been basically non-existent.
Is Jalen Carter back, Tommy?
Yeah, he's back.
Oh, he's back,
He was listed
Yeah.
as questionable.
Yeah,
but I
he's
think he's going to be
questionable.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I think
cool. Big in.
Dickinson's going to be back too. So that's a big in.
Yeah,
as
100%.
well, because he was a
Both
huge
massive
out
ins.
last week.
Yep.
Our pass rush has been non-existent.
Yep.
We need to get after fucking Wentz. Like we need to. This game we need to.
If
The
you
offensive line isn't that good.
No.
We are capable of getting after him, and we need to because if he's got time to stand there and deal, we're going to get fucking torched.
I think they're getting some of their starters back this week for the offensive line, the Vikings.
I believe so. I think they get their right guard back. Either way, I don't
Fries.
think even with their start. Oh no, yeah, and I think Fries have been playing. Is it the right tackle that's been out? Neil O'Neill.
Yeah, yeah.
Either way, they got Darisaw back. Then he kind of got hurt again. I think he's back now. But you're right though. This is the Eagles control this game. If they control the defensive line and put pressure on Wentz, we know what Wentz does when he's pressured. We know that his only real success in the NFL was when he hasn't had pressure
100%.
and he can sit back and launch it because that's what he's good at.
Yep.
If you pressure him, he won't be able to do anything. We've
I
seen
think-
it plenty of times.
I think it's more crucial on the other side of the ball. I think Hurts really has to protect the ball this game. And I think if he is flustered and starts breaking out of the pocket, it's going to be a really long game for the Eagles, and they're going to be behind the chains a lot. And I think the simulated fronts that he's going to see, he really has to see what his quick read is and fire it out straight away, because he doesn't have the time to digest what's happening in front of him, because he's going to get absolutely murdered.
Yep, I agree. It's got to be quick throws, get the ball out.
And the run game's been non-existent, and especially for this game, the more they fuck around with the run game and it goes nowhere, the more it plays into the Vikings' hands.
Well, I don't know how effectively we're going to be able to run the ball against this front. Like it'll literally be like trying to run into a brick wall.
Yeah.
I just
It's
don't
a
see
very
it.
good front.
yeah,
Because especially with the sample space of how poorly we've been running the ball,
Yeah.
I just don't see it happening.
And ultra athletic linebackers. Like, it's a big front. We're like, is it Kelvin Pace? I don't think it's Kelvin Pace, but
Ivan Pace. Ivan Pace is a jet.
That dude flies around. Like,
Yep.
I don't think he's the best linebacker in the world, but if he's unblocked and you want to try and run outside, have fun. He will
Yeah.
chase down everyone all day.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
he's essentially a corner athleticism playing linebacker.
Yeah.
Like, so, but if you can get that push, get that drive, and
No, it's going to be quick reads.
get him in
quick-
the wash.
Quick reads, quick throws.
I just-
That's the key.
I just don't know if he can do it.
Yeah, that's again, and this is the question. Like, Hurts has to come out this week and be like, I need to play a certain way. And I need to
Hurts,
prove I can
and
do
Hurts has to fucking nut up too.
it. 100%.
because- Against Denver, he didn't set the world on fire. He was average at best. And
Yeah.
last week was fucking awful. That's the worst game he's played in 2 years. That was terrible last week against the Giants.
Yeah, it's
Fucking terrible.
And
And it's not just because he threw that interception, but even before that,
that was a
very, very
The
average.
interception was even worse
That
because
interception
AJ
was
Brown was
so
wide
bad.
open over the middle.
Yeah,
And he
yeah,
just
he was.
didn't even look over
But-
the middle.
not even AJ Brown, but the receiver he was throwing to was a Goddard, was open, and he threw it 4 yards behind him on an out route and
Yeah.
high.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, he almost
that
back
way.
shouldered it to him on a play he didn't. It was
yeah.
It's all a bit off. It's all a bit off, and
I
it's
agree.
been off all
And I'm
year,
not, I'm
that
not
offense.
kicking him when he's down, but I'm just
No,
highlighting that
the facts are the facts. He
He-
played awful last week, and he
He-
hasn't set the world on fire at all this year. And last week was easily the worst game he's played in 2 years.
because he's not going to get this prevent defense that the Rams rolled out,
No.
which he played his best portion of the year was against. The
And I've
second
said
half
this
of
before: the
Rams.
Rams will be kicking themselves for changing what they did in that second half.
Yeah.
Kicking themselves for
I'd
it.
say Flores is not going to do that. He
No,
loves.
Flores is going to be blitzing his fucking
That's
ass
what I
off,
was
as
about
he
to say.
should be.
Yeah,
As he should be, because that's what he does. That's what they do well, and
and
Hurts
it's a
struggles
weakness.
against it. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
going to ask the question because I ask it every week. Are you worried about Saquon Barkley yet, George?
I'm more worried about the O line. The O line's pretty dinged up.
They just don't establish the run, and I think that's where Hurts
the
really
O-line's
suffers.
O line's been pretty dinged up all year. Like I said, Dickinson was dinged up from the preseason. Jurgens was his back was dinged up in the preseason.
and calf.
And Johnson's been playing injured basically all year.
Yeah, and like Father Time's starting to take us.
Yeah, and again,
And it
he's
will.
35, 36 years old. Father Time's undefeated.
If you're a little bit dinged up at that age, it makes it a lot harder.
Of course it does.
Yeah.
Oh, I get dinged up just thinking about getting out of bed from the same age.
Yeah.
I haven't
So,
played, and I haven't played 15
I think
years
I'm
at,
more worried about the
at
O line.
tackle.
Yeah.
I'm more worried about the O line than I am about Saquon.
Yeah, I think if they can get the holes going again, Saquon's still the same guy. I don't think he looks any slower or worse. He's still breaking tackles when he needs to. It's just he has to break way
The
more
holes
tackles
aren't there.
now.
The holes aren't there.
Yeah,
It's as simple as
that's fair.
that. Personally, I don't see us winning this game.
I'm taking Eagles. I think they're gonna have a nut up game.
I don't see it.
I think Vikings too, especially.
If this was in Philly,
I
I'd
don't
say
know.
yes, we can win, but not on the road.
I don't think Minnesota have played that well all year. Defensively, they have, but the offense has been awful, and we could easily get a disgusting Vikings offensive game in this. I think that's what's going to happen. And
We
they're gonna really
could.
struggle.
We could, yes, but Mason's back. He missed a week. I think that
Yep.
just gives the offense just a little bit of rhythm and a little bit of
Potentially,
It just stabilizes everything there.
very
So,
interesting game. Like I said, it's a nut up game for the
The-
Eagles. I'm interested to see it.
The tagline for this game for the Eagles is no pressure, no victory.
Yeah,
Simple as
very
that.
good, very good. All right, Tommy, what's the next game you got?
Yeah, so we can go through this one if you want. This is
Oh,
pretty
the
much-
Kansas City Chiefs. Here we go.
okay. There we go.
Against
That-
your-
I got the response I was looking for. Go
again,
for it.
your Las
Uh,
Vegas Raiders.
Just on this, Rasheed Rice
He's back.
is back. I like Rasheed Rice as a
Paul
player.
Walker's
He's
back.
fine. Paul Walker's back.
Wow.
I like Rasheed Rice as a player. I think he's
I
a
like
really
it.
good player.
He's really good.
But this whole aura that he's some sort of hero coming back from an injury. Like he's coming back from almost killing 2
They're
families.
putting out hype videos about
Yeah,
Rashid. Like he's coming back from a
it's a bit-
season-ending injury last year.
It's
Like,
a little much for me.
Yeah.
And it's kind of making me, I'm almost a bit pissed off with Andy Reid because I think this is the sort of thing he should be nipping in the butt, letting him wear those T-shirts, that sort of
Yeah,
stuff.
yep.
It's a bit soft from him. I would have been very clear
it's,
on my.
it's weird because it's almost like he's buying into it.
Yeah, I think he is, and that's what's made me think a little bit less of him. This is something we should be buying into. This kid made a horrible mistake, and he might. And from all reports, he's a really nice kid. And he made a dumb mistake. I get that. You come back quietly, you play football, and people will forget about
play
it.
hard.
This
and that's
bullshit
it, yeah.
of celebrating him like he's been hard done by in his suspension. He's not hard done by. He's lucky that he's not Henry Ruggs and he isn't in jail.
True.
Like he's lucky that it didn't go that badly. He didn't kill someone. Otherwise, he would be in jail, and he should be thankful he's not. And I hope he's learned a lesson. But this whole bullshit on celebrating him, I'm off it, and it's pissed me off for this game.
From all reports, he's a good kid, and this
I've
is like
heard
pretty
that.
much the only mistake he's ever made in his whole life.
Exactly.
Which, which I understand.
So then just keep quiet about it.
Yeah, that's the point I'm making.
And
Yeah,
tell
like
your
that's-
teammate, if you're a good kid, you're saying to Travis, so like Travis on the new heights, like he acted like he was some hard done by guy with,
Yeah.
like he's not hard done by. He made a really dumb mistake, man. That's fine. Support him, but let's not highlight him like he's coming back
Supporting
from the
your
worst thing that's
teammates
ever
is one
happened to him.
thing.
It's his fault.
Supporting your teammates is one thing, but those T-shirts,
It's disgusting.
that's too much, man.
I reckon those families felt seeing
That's
that.
exactly my point. Like
Yeah,
there's
it's-
more to it than just that
With
guy.
the optics that the NFL operate under and all this bullshit they want to sell us on, they should have fined every single one of those players for wearing those.
Yeah, all right, they're going to find the Chiefs. Yeah,
Obviously
okay,
not. Obviously
okay,
not.
mate. Yeah, no worries.
So
Can
I
we
think
talk about this game?
Tom, I think you had a question. What's going to come first, Rasheed Rice catch or a penalty?
No, I said what's going to come first? Are we going to have a Chiefs flag or a Geno Smith interception?
Interception, obviously.
Or based on last week, the Chiefs might never get another
Why?
fucking flag called again.
No,
What do you mean, why?
they're gonna give
Well,
him.
I'm saying why to him? Why?
What do you mean? Come on, bro.
This is what I'm here
It's
for,
on- it's on-
Scotty.
it's
I'm
on-
here to get the clips.
It's on fucking tape,
I
Scott.
don't give a fuck about
All
the
right.
clips. I have to hear about this for an hour before the podcast, half an hour during it, and an hour
Hey,
after.
It's not my fault. They're the Kansas City Chiefs. Okay.
All right, let's. Are we
That's
all
all I say.
are we all taking the Chiefs at home comfortably? I'm saying.
Yeah, I'd be shocked if this is under 3 scores.
Yeah, the Raiders are awful.
Also, Bowers still out.
Yeah.
Came back to
But
practice.
see, this is my point. The refs helped them last week, get them to 3-3. Now they're going to curb stomp the Raiders and go to 4-3. And who they got next week?
And
please?
they're going to win the
Tom?
division.
They got
and
Commanders.
Going to win the
And
MVP.
yeah,
and then they got the
And then I'll be
Bills.
right.
Yeah, you just have to accept it.
Commanders, Bills, and then the bye.
Yeah, Bills is a good game.
Yeah, Bills will be a good game.
And then they got Denver and the Colts out of the bye. So
Yeah, they're into their.
They'd wanna
good
win
run
this
as
You're
well.
right. The refs, the NFL did need them to win against the Lions.
see? Tell me I'm wrong.
oh no,
Right.
Scotty, get the fedora.
Tell me I'm wrong, smartass.
The,
No.
no,
You
the
sit there with
penalty.
your smug little look. You know I'm fucking right.
No, the penalty.
right.
The penalty thing is fine. Fair enough. I get it. But I do not believe that the NFL influences wins and losses. Not in this
You
day
are-
and age.
Scott, you are outside your mind. They were deliberating for a minute and a half, and
No,
then
but
they called the penalty back.
That actually does happen.
After
happens-
and New York called in and told them to take
Yeah,
it.
that happens
happens.
every
The-
week.
They can't do that on a fucking score.
Yes,
Yes,
they
they
do.
can.
Every
Oh, get
scoring
outta
play is
here, bro.
reviewable to New York. It's in the
Disgusting.
rule book.
It is. Now, the fact that it happened for the first time with them is the irony is not
Bunch
lost
of
on me.
fucking cheats.
But yeah, I know I find it hard for a player to be that upset about penalties when your offensive line false starts every single time they run a tush push and it's not called.
Call it.
Yeah, and then so it's the same
Cheats.
thing. So
Cheats.
are the Eagles cheating? Is the NFL helping the Eagles because they want Jalen Hurts to be the cringe poster boy of the NFL?
Oh, get out of here. Don't even
It's-
start with that
It's,
shit.
but it's the
Hey,
same. It's the same thing.
You start with that, we're going to fight.
What the Eagles being cheats?
No. About the NFL one will make the poster.
No, I'm saying that.
the poster was clearly Mahomes. All right,
It's
don't
true.
talk shit.
No, it's
now.
not. It's Allen.
All right, let's move on to another.
We're all taking Chiefs, though. Yeah.
Come on, bro. I guess
Yeah.
the Raiders.
Yeah.
All right, so these are our quick fire games because
Is
as
that
you
not
can
a quick fire game?
no,
Should
not
have
when
been.
you hear what the next game's going to be.
It's a
To start
quick
us off, we got Miami at Cleveland
Don't care.
in the rainstorm.
It's going to be like the worst weather in the past decade.
Oh,
in
well,
the game.
then I'm taking Cleveland for sure.
Cleveland
yeah.
3-0.
Battle of the
and,
bottom.
Oh no,
feeders.
their kick is shit. 0-0 draw.
Also, I saw a fun thing today. It was a thing that someone posted. They should for this game put in a rule that whoever wins loses their job, and whoever loses, the coach has to sign a 10-year extension where he cannot be fired, and just watch the teams try and lose.
Yeah.
Just watch the coach try and lose as badly as possible. I'm going to be hilarious. So, yeah, so whoever wins loses, gets fired immediately, and whoever loses gets a 10-year
No,
extension.
both teams would be trying to win.
It'd be interesting. It'd be fun. You'd really know how everyone feels about their team.
No,
McDaniels
in the
would
cold for
definitely
sure.
be trying to win. He's like, "I see you later."
McDaniels would stop drinking.
He's stopped drinking for a long time.
Oh no, he's back. He's
Maybe.
back off. Is it off the wagon or on the wagon? I don't
He's
know.
back on the
discussed
wagon.
Anyway.
On the wagon.
What's with all these 90s TVs callbacks?
Yeah.
On the wagon, off the wagon?
Yeah, from Seinfeld.
Yeah.
All right, next game. What we
Next
got?
game, we've got the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers.
I think Falcons will win this.
Yeah,
And
I think so too.
I just want to give a shout out to Fred Warner, and the 49ers. Whether you hate them or not, the injuries it's
I do.
fucked. It's awful. Like,
Yeah.
they've now lost Bosa and Fred Warner, who are their two best players by far.
Kittle's activated
back,
though.
yeah.
Kittle's back, which helps offensively.
Well, the 49ers are now the Cowboys and Bengals, where they're in a shootout every week.
Yeah, the defense is gonna be awful.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna
Well,
really struggle. Well, awful's probably unfair. They won't be as bad as the Cowboys, but Fred Warner is the Jenga piece of that
Schematically, they're going
defense.
to be buttoned up, and I think their rookies are actually looking quite good. But when you lose the cream of the crop, where you got Bosa and I've forgotten his name again,
Warner.
out. That's just two big losses that you can't overcome.
Yeah, I think so.
And I don't think
I'm
that-
taking Atlanta.
If good defenses haven't stopped Robinson, good luck
let's just say-
for a defense limping into the game. Good luck.
Robinson is on track to have 2,500 scrimmage yards this year. He's in front of Chris Johnson. Chris Johnson's 2K season,
yeah,
one
yeah.
of the best seasons ever.
CJ2K.
He's in front of him by about 150 yards already.
Wow.
And he plays an extra game.
Like, yeah, we could have offensive player of the year. If I'm putting money anywhere right now, it's Bijan, because they're not. The only thing that's going to stop him is injuries. Touch wood. We play with injuries off. But it's the only thing that's going to stop him.
Just touch it again, man.
because he's going to feed it. You call that, did
Touch it again, man.
you? But yeah, so I'm taking Atlanta. I think Atlanta
Yeah,
wins.
and Drake London, got going last week too.
So
He had a really good game. So
baby
and-
Mike Evans.
yeah,
He's
I've
Mike
always liked
Evans
him.
reincarnated.
I've always liked him.
Yep.
He's so good. All right, next game. What do you got, Brocky? I mean,
Oh.
deep cut to both of you all.
Freudian sleep.
What do you got there, Tommy?
I think
Uh,
Falcons.
It's all right.
You
You just know me for 34
Falcons
years.
for sure.
Falcons.
We got the Saints and the Bears.
Bears at home. No, I'm taking Saints upset if it's even an upset. Saints have played hard.
Is
though.
it?
A
It's
win or
in
come.
Chicago.
It's in Chicago.
Nah. Not,
Yeah,
I said to Jimmy before, I'm getting on the rat dog. I'm starting to like him.
Two ex-Oklahoma quarterbacks, Williams and Rattler, going.
not a
duking it
Ben
out.
Johnson coached team losing to the Saints at home.
Feels like a Bears game.
I don't see. it.
Feels like a Bears thing to do. Anyway, realistically, the Bears should win, but
Wasn't
I'm taking the
Williams
upset.
USC?
Yeah, but he was at Oklahoma before, I believe, wasn't he? Didn't he transfer?
Don't
I
know.
think he was there with Rattler.
It's not a college podcast. Next game,
Very true. Very
Shout
true.
out Tommy.
we
Thank
got the
Um,
Panthers
nah,
and the
Bears offense is
Oh, sorry,
starting to get there. They're starting to look very on top of things. The little things aren't, like the pre-snap issues aren't there anymore. They're moving the ball a lot more frequently. I think they're going to roll over the Saints here.
100%.
DJ had a good question. I've just seen it pop up.
Ooh.
Is DJ Moore the most expensive decoy ever? Yes, he is. But I think that's just is it not a Buka?
AJ Brown
No,
last year.
Dunze is just absolutely.
Yeah, Dunze is
He's
good.
breaking out this year. He's having a really
Yeah.
good season.
I don't think Moore will be on that team next year.
I don't know. I'd be shocked. He might not be on it in 2 weeks.
Fair.
Like, what do they need him for? But DJ's right. He just never gets the ball thrown to him,
Mm.
and he doesn't get along with Caleb Williams. Just
Or
get him out of there.
Or Ben Johnson.
Or
by
Ben
the way.
Johnson.
Yeah.
Just get him out of there. All right, next game, Tommy.
All right, these are quick fire. These ones we've
All right.
got Carolina and New York Jets in New York.
Carolina to win, but also this is
How
such a
good's
Carolina
the-
game to lose. It's
hang on,
such a game to
we
lose.
were talking about this. We've got the new coach bump
Yes.
with the Titans versus the revenge coach game.
No,
For the
no, no. This
Patriots?
is
No, that's the
this is-
Patriots.
Wait, what game are you
This is
talking about?
Panthers.
this is
Jets.
Panthers Jets.
That other
Oh,
one's coming up next. It's a good one.
damn.
Yeah, I'm taking Panthers should win
Yeah,
this
Panthers.
easily, but the Jets are going to win at some point.
Scotty showed
and
his light early. That's on form for him.
That's how he ended up with Frankie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mate, I was way more early then.
it's a typical Panthers game to lose this. They shouldn't lose it, but they're so up and down. I'm taking the Panthers, but it wouldn't shock me.
No.
Well said. 100%.
The
The
Panthers-
Jets have got to win a game. They've got to win a game.
Defensively, they've got the Jets more than covered.
I agree. I agree the Panthers will win, but I'm just saying if they lose, I'm not going to be surprised in the slightest.
Bryce Young has to just look half decent, and they'll win this game.
I think so too. He played very well last week, Bryce Young. Again, Cowboys defense, but he played well.
And what? And the Jets defense is any better?
Hopefully,
It was better. Like they played pretty well against Denver. They're a better personnel. They're not playing much better, but they're better personnel wise.
Jets
look out for
Jets fucking suck. They
Jets
should just
do suck.
fold.
Panthers. Next game, Tommy.
Got New England and Tennessee.
This is your one, Tommy.
Go, Scotty, go.
With your
yeah.
fat.
You know, so we got new coach bump.
With,
For,
Oh, really?
Who is the coach of the Titans?
it was the other OC, I think. No. The OC got fired. It was
Because the OC's his dad, I'm pretty sure.
No, it was the line
line
coach.
Just an O-line coach. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he still there, or did he resign?
Who?
No, I think they all got fired. Is it Mike McCoy?
Yes, it is Mike.
Oh,
McCoy.
It is Mike
that.
McCoy.
Yeah, it is Mike
The
McCoy.
ex-Saints Raiders legend.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you got new coach bump, which always does happen when they fire someone.
And
The Vrabel revenge game.
coach revenge game. So
And if there's a coach who wants revenge more than Vrabel, I haven't seen it yet because it did not end pretty in Tennessee.
no,
He was very successful there. One of the only coaches to have success for a long time.
Mate,
and they
before
cast him
he
aside
got
because of
there,
the way he treated the players. That's
Like-
why they did it.
before he got there, they were a complete shit show.
Yeah.
He turned that entire franchise around. I think were they the number one seed?
yes, I think
yes,
they
they were.
were.
They
Yeah.
were.
He got them to the number
And
one
they lost to
seed.
the Patriots.
They
No,
lost to
they
someone.
beat Patriot. They beat Tom Brady and the Patriots last
Nah,
game.
not for their one seed.
No, the
year.
No, I
one
think
seed.
they
Yeah,
lost to Mac Jones.
they lost in the first. They lost in the first round. I'm pretty sure when they were the one
Yeah.
seed that
You
year.
couldn't have been because you don't play the first round.
No, they did
their
back
first
then.
First
game.
division
Their
already.
first game. Yeah.
Fair enough.
But anyway, my point is, completely turned it around.
Yeah.
And then got fired because he was a little mean to everyone. Like, this is fucking
And
football.
It wasn't even the players. It was like as an organization.
Yeah, like
he didn't want to
mean
pander
the-
to people.
yeah.
He was like, I'm here to coach football. Let me coach football. Leave me the fuck alone.
And
I
like the
don't care."
owner is come out saying, "Oh, you know, he was rude to me in the hallway, or he wouldn't acknowledge me. He wouldn't say, like, who gives a shit?
I
He's there to
agree.
coach the team. He's doing a good job.
And he didn't like him. Simple as
Like,
that.
There's
He
just a quick point I want to make on this. Like, this is the NFL. Like, if you're the head coach, like, you're allowed to be an asshole.
I agree.
Like,
It's probably preferred.
it's one of the few industries that like there's assholes. Like, have you stepped on a construction site? Like, everyone's an asshole
No,
on a
not
construction
me.
site. Well, come on, yes,
You're hardly working in construction.
But do you know what I mean? Certain industries, you're just allowed to be an asshole. And
Yeah.
in football, especially the head coach, if you're doing well, like look at Bill Belichick. He was an asshole for 25 years.
Yeah, he's
Nobody
still, he's
said
still an
shit.
asshole.
Although
nobody
he's
said
getting
shit.
his comeuppance
He's getting
now.
But he doesn't care.
Have you seen the new
I
thing
have.
that came out with
I
his
have.
girlfriend? Oh my
I
god.
have.
When they're just shitting on everyone.
I
It's
have.
so
It's
good.
completely diabolical. She's an absolute moron anyway. I don't want him to
It's so funny. It's so funny. Anyway,
But-
to go.
Yeah, Belichick was an asshole for 25 years. Nobody said shit. He was an asshole to Robert Kraft.
Yeah.
Directly to his face, and he didn't care because he was winning.
Well-known cheat.
Oh, and
Who?
too.
Yeah, he was a well-known
Robert
cheat.
Kraft.
I agree.
Um,
Rob Kraft, big check.
interesting. Oh, both of them, Belichick and anyway. Interesting. Did you see the thing with Vrabels? It's like, oh, have you got any of your Titans stuff from your time there? He goes, nah, got rid of it all straight away.
Send it to Uganda.
Yeah,
course, of
all
course
his
gonna get rid of it.
clothing, all his memorabilia stuff. He's goes, nah, got rid
It
of
did
it all.
not end well.
One
Yeah.
final thing I want to say on this game.
Mm.
I think that, to the media and even to the players, he probably is talking this down as
Oh no,
nothing.
not to the players. I don't think so at all.
reckon he is.
But I reckon quietly and internally he wants to absolutely curse.
Oh,
no,
curb stomp these
I
guys.
would
I
be
think he's
shocked.
telling the team we're
Yeah.
going to kill
You-
these
you
guys.
think
Yeah,
so?
I think
He's
he's
that sort of
telling
guy.
Fuck, I hope so.
100%.
He will be saying, hey guys, if you're ever going to do anything for me, this is the week you do it for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's make sure these guys remember every second of this game.
Yeah.
And they will. They're more than talented enough.
Yeah, I
to
think-
smash these guys. and
Patriots
they
to go
will.
to 5-2. If they didn't fuck it up again, they could be undefeated. They
Yeah.
cost themselves. They should have won both the games they've lost. Maybe the Raiders game's not as much, but that was the first game of the season. But they should have won the Pittsburgh game.
Yeah,
100%.
I disagree. They should have won the Raiders
They,
game.
they threw them both away with penalties.
no, they definitely
turnovers.
should have lost. They definitely should have won the Steelers game.
Yeah, 100%.
And
They
they'll
should be
be-
You
undefeated.
don't have 2 turnovers on the 1 yard line.
Imagine if they were 5-1.
I just undefeated, man. I still think
To be fair, with the law of averages, if they had won one of them, they probably would have
They-
lost the Bills.
they
So.
wouldn't have beaten the Bills.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fair.
You're right. All right,
Anyway.
next game, Tommy.
Yeah, we've got 2 more to go. We've got Green
These are
Bay
rapid fire
in
too.
Arizona.
Green Bay, Arizona. Kyle Hobbitt's not playing again.
No, he is. Apparently, he's going to play.
Nah,
he's
he's
not-
getting
he's
held
not
back.
No, he's
Murray's playing or not?
No,
no,
he's
he's
on.
not.
Nah, he's got hold back.
Okay.
He's on
Brissett
IR.
starting
It's
again.
Liz Frank.
Yeah, he's not playing.
That-
It's something to do with his ankle
that
now. I've seen his
bitch.
ankle thing. Yeah, I don't know.
No, yeah, Liz Frank. It's all the bones.
Is that in the ankle, is it? Yeah,
Yeah,
so he's not
both
playing
from
this
top
week.
of his
They've
foot
got the
ligament.
bye next week, I believe. so
Liz
they're
Frank,
resting
wasn't
as
she
well.
in the attic?
No,
That's Anne Frank.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a
Anne.
great story. We'll tell
No,
you.
don't say that.
Next game. We've got.
We didn't even pick him. I'm taking.
Oh, sorry.
I'm taking someone to win. Green Bay, obviously. Green Bay wins
Yeah.
by a fair bit.
I think get right game for Green Bay. They should.
No, I don't
if
think
they're
right. I think they'll
serious,
just stumble home. That's what I think.
That's what they did against the Bengals last week. They just
Yeah.
stumbled
I'll
on.
just stumble home.
if they're serious, they should really stomp them.
Yeah, we'll see. I think they'll win either way. They could play at 30% and win this game, I think.
And that's what I think they're thinking, and that's what they're going to do.
And it will be their downfall. All right, last game, Tommy.
And finishing off with concussion and protocol taking on the Denver Broncos.
Can I have a hot take on this? Jackson Dart's not getting through this game if he plays like he has the last couple of
Greenlaw's back.
If he runs into this Denver front like he has been, which I think they have to if they want any chance, I'll be shocked if he makes it through the game because they are going to annihilate him.
To be
Very fair
fair,
point.
he's getting better with his presence and getting rid of the ball
Yeah.
and not running into the defense as much. He's obviously picking up on the speed of the game and the holes and how quick they close and all that sort of stuff. But like to your point, this is a fuck around and
Physical
find
move.
out
Yeah.
sort of game.
I imagine
And then
Denver
goes for
before-
Cam Scatterbo as well.
Yes. Denver
Um,
before the game are going to be saying, run at us.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
Because that's the sort of dudes they are. They will be like, come on, Jackson, run with it. Like you. And they've got no Slayton's not playing in this game now.
Yep.
Obviously, Neighbors is out for the year.
Yep.
They're pretty decimated at receiver. Apparently, they're trading for Chris Olave. That's the rumor.
I saw that too.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's happening over the next couple of weeks. That it's being reported. And normally, when there's smoke, there's fire. Like I think Olave will be dealt because he's in a contract here, and they don't want to pay him. So
Yeah. Why would
and
they?
how do you pay him? Because at his best, he's outstanding. But when he
At his
gets-
worst, he's
when he-
missing 3 weeks for a concussion.
yeah, when he gets a strong wind, on him
Actually,
while
he's
catching the ball,
perfect
he's out.
for
He would
the
make.
Giants.
Imagine him at the Giants. You'd
We have to
add
get a
different one.
third concussion protocol and
I don't know.
hospital.
Yeah.
They would have to work it out. Good start by Scotty. Scotty's really got thinking on his feet.
No, they could just be CTE.
Yeah, CTE. That's it. That could be that.
Oh, that's Cam.
Yeah, so I think Denver will win this game. I don't think the Giants will. I think it'll not be close either. Denver pretty comfortably. Like I want to see Bo Nix play good football, and he's been so hot and
On
cold.
the flip side of this, Bo Nix with the pressure.
Could keep it close.
Yeah,
Could.
he's sort of underperforming this year and just running. All his big plays are coming out of the screen game and quick passing game. The deep passing game is just the chemistry is not there. He's missing receivers on their fingertips. It's that close, but
All the time too.
yeah. So yeah, I agree. I think Broncos are probably going to win this one with 2 scores,
It's at
but
home as well. Yeah. It's
a
at
little bit
Broncos.
It's
frisky.
in Denver.
In Denver.
In Denver. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they'll win. Yep.
Comfortably.
All right, that is it for us on the live show. Shout out to the Sporting Globe Churnside Park. Make sure you go download the app, change to the Vault Studio podcast in the sponsorship information. Go and a chance to win a Devontae Adams signed mini helmet and a Dante Culpepper signed football. That's a full size football too.
Oh yeah.
A couple of good prizes there. Make sure you follow us on one form of social media. Change the app. Send me a picture. Shout out to everyone who have already. There's been a fair few through.
Absolutely.
So that's for the end of October. Still a couple more weeks left. So make sure you get on it.
Yeah.
And shout out to David and Eloise at the Sporting Globe Churnside Park for all your support. Podcast Wednesday night. I'm sure there'll be plenty to unpack from this week. A lot of good
Amen.
games. Shout out to Tommy on the 1s and 2s.
And Brock.
Tom.
Not Brock.
And Bok, not
Tom.
Bok, Tom. And
Not Bok.
and actually, I want to give a shout out to Brock. First win as the head coach.
Yeah,
of the program.
congratulations. Yeah. Well done.
Awesome stuff. I've been the first to shit on him when he's lost, so I got to give him some credit.
No,
for his loss.
absolutely.
Yeah, Gridiron Victoria said it was an absolute classic. I saw.
Yeah, classic. Yeah,
I don't get the updates for some reason
Yeah, we're blocked.
on social
Yeah, you're
media.
blocked.
We're blocked.
Actually, Gridiron Victoria watching the stream.
Nice.
Are
Shout out
they?
Grenoble Victoria.
Hey, I've got more memes to send.
No, stop. We're not doing this. All right. Peace out, everyone. We'll see you next week.
Fuck you.